Hello everyone, and welcome to this guitar tutorial for the song Uno by Rex Orange County. So first up, I would just like to say a quick thank you to this person right here for suggesting this song for me to teach. Thank you very much for that. So a bit of disclaimer first, I'll be playing this song as accurate and as close as possible to its original audio, as well as playing it as simple as possible so that more of you guys will be able to follow. But before we begin, please do not forget to subscribe and ring the notification bell down below so that you guys will be able to stay updated for my future videos. And if you guys would like me to teach anything else, just comment it down below as well, and I'll try to do it for you. And yeah, without any further ado, let's just go jump right into it. So before I teach you guys the chord progressions that we're going to use in this song, I'd just like to discuss with you the chords that we're going to use throughout this whole song, which are going to be these ones right here. Yep, and the first up that I'm going to teach you guys is going to be the E flat major 7 chord, which is going to be like this. So that's going to be a dead string on the lower E string, 6, 8, 7, 8, and then the dead string on the higher E string as well. Yep, the next up is going to be the F minor 7 chord, which is going to be like this. And to do this chord, basically we're going to be using our index finger to bar the entire 8th fret, starting from the A string down to the high E string. And as for the rest of the chord shape, it's going to be 10 on the D string, as well as the 9 on the B string. Yep, and as for the lower E string, this is not going to be included, or a dead string in this case. Yep, the next up is going to be the E flat diminished major 7 chord, which is going to be like this. And to do this chord, it's going to be 6, 7, 7, 7. And as for the lower E string and the high E strings, these are not going to be included, or dead strings as well. The next up is going to be the F minor 7 flat 5, which is going to be like this. Once again, lower E string and the high E strings are not going to be included. And it's going to be 8, 9, 8, 9. Yep. The next up is going to be the A flat major 7 chord, which is going to be like this. And to do this, basically it's going to be the 4, dead string on the A string, 5, 5, 4, and then a dead string on the high E string as well. Yep. The next up is going to be the G7 chord, which is going to be like this. And to do this, basically it's going to be 3, dead string on the A string, 3, 4, 3, then another dead string on the high E string. Yep. The next up is going to be the C minor 7 chord, which is going to be like this. So once again, we're going to use our index finger to bar the entire 3rd fret, starting from the A string down to the high E string. And for the rest of them, it's going to be the 5th fret on the D string, as well as the 4th fret on the B string. And as for the lower E string, it's going to be a dead string, or not included in this case. Yep. The next up is going to be the E flat 7 chord, which is going to be like this. So once again, use our index finger to bar the entire 6th fret, starting from the A string down to the high E string. And as for the rest of the chord shape, it's going to be the 8th fret on the D string, as well as the 8th fret on the B string. As for the lower E string, it's going to be a dead string, or not included. Then lastly, it's going to be the B flat 7 chord, which is going to be like this. And to do this chord, it's going to be 6, dead string on the 8th string, 6, 7, 6, and then another dead string, or not included, for the high E string. So for the first plucking pattern that I'm going to teach you guys, which is mainly going to be used for the intro section of the song only, we're going to be doing it like this. Yep, so basically we're just going to pluck the bass string, which could either be the lower E string or the A string, depending on the chord that you're playing at the time, as well as the D, G, and the B strings all together. So it's just going to be like this. So for example, with the E flat major 7 chord, it's supposed to be like this. And then just releasing the tension. Pluck. Then release the tension on your fingertips on the fretboard. Yep, so once again, pluck, then release the tension here. And once you've got that thing going, that entire plucking pattern is going to be worked for 1 whole count for each chord that you're going to play in this song. So for example, if you're supposed to play it for 4 counts, you're supposed to do it for 4 times. So again, it's going to be like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. And so on and so forth. Yep. So for the intro section of this song, I decided to break it down into 2 parts. So the first one is going to be the mini piano riff at the beginning. Then the second one is going to be the part where he sings. So I'm going to show you guys how to play the first part of the intro section first. So let's get to it. So to do that, we're starting it off with that E flat major 7 chord first, and we're going to pluck the bass string, D, G, and the B strings all together. Then we're going to pluck the 7th fret on the G string 3 more times. Then the 5th fret on the G string, 7th fret on the G string. Then once again, F minor 7 chord, which is going to be like this. Again, we're going to be plucking the A string or the bass string, then the D, G, and the B strings all together. Then the 8th fret 3 more times on the G string. Then 10th fret on the G string. Then the 8th fret once again on the G string. Yep, so all in all, it should be sounding like this. F minor 7 chord. Yep, then after that, we're going to be repeating that entire thing for 3 more times. So once again, it's going to be like this. 2 more times. Last one. And there you have it. And as for the second part of the intro section of this song, the chord progression that we're going to use is going to be this one right here. So let's get to it. Yeah, I don't know where to start. How do you admit that you're falling apart? I mean, how will I admit that I'm falling apart? My mother's gonna worry, but I'm finding my heart. I've lived with the words that I've said, and now live with a voice that tends to tell me that I'm shit in my head. Well, maybe I should fuck it and be happy instead. I should just say fuck it and be happy instead, right? Right. And as for the plucking pattern that we're going to use for the rest of this song, we're going to use this one right here. Yep, so to do this, basically we're just going to pluck the bass string along with the D, G, and the B strings all together. Just going to be like this. And for the bass string, could either be the lower E string or the A string, depending on the chord that you're playing at the time. Then slapping it. Then the bass string, D, G, and the B strings all together once more. Then the D, G, B strings together. And then slapping it. Yep, so it's supposed to be like this. Yep, so for more details, the first half of the plucking pattern is going to be this one right here. Yep, that's the first half. Then for the second one, it's going to be this part right here. So basically, we're going to use the first half or the first 2 counts of the plucking pattern for the chords E flat major 7 as well as the F minor 7 chord. So it's going to be like this. Yep, as well as for F minor 7. Then for the second half of the plucking pattern, we're going to use it for the E flat diminished major 7 chord, as well as for the F minor 7 flat 5. So for the first one, which is going to be the E flat diminished major 7, it's going to be like this. As well as for the F minor 7 flat 5 chord, it's going to be like this. So once again, it's going to be the E flat major 7 chord for first half of the plucking pattern. E flat diminished major 7 for the second half. F minor 7 for the first half. Then the F minor 7 flat 5 chord for the second half. Yep, so all in all. And with that said, the guitar plucking pattern is going to be worked for 4 whole counts for each chord that you're going to play in this song. So for the first verse as well as the pre-chorus section of this song, we're supposed to use this chord progression right here. So let's get to it. Cause there's a lot of people trying to tell me how to deal with myself, but I'm not gonna listen if you mention my health. I don't care, don't tell me and don't text me, cause that kind of shit upsets me, just kind of affects me. And as for the pre-chorus, it's the same set of chord progression. It's bringing me down, and I'm not gonna lie. These days I prefer to just not be outside, and these days I just end up spending all of my time with my girlfriend. To be honest, I think that's alright. So for the chorus as well as the third verse of this song, the chord progression that we're going to use is going to be this one right here. So let's get to it. Cause time keeps rolling and I'm just making songs. I'm doing my best, still find myself stressed. and I'm no longer sure where I belong. I'm starting to rise, don't know who to trust.
Don't trust anyone, not even me.
And as for the third verse, same chord progression. My jaw hurts a lot because I grind it with stress. I wasn't needed recently and lost a lot of my friends. Nothing brings me joy and nothing makes me smile. Being at school makes me aware of how I haven't been myself in a while. And I wonder what it was like to be 11. Wonder if there is such a thing as life after death, such a thing as 7. And every now and then I think about the fact that I'd become a legend if I died at 27. Then lastly, for the second verse of this song, we're going to use this chord progression right here. So let's get to it. Some people concentrate on style too much, but I think I just forced myself to smile too much. And that should soon end for the best. I wanna live my life with no stress, love life and feel blessed. Like, it's kinda funny on the inside, I'm trying to be a man, but really I'm just a little child shit. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Is there anything else? Yeah. So for the second verse of this song, it's pretty much the same thing when it comes to the plucking pattern. The only difference is that when it comes to the B flat 7 chord, we're going to do this instead. Yep, so that's basically going to be the bass string first, or the lower E string in this case, then the D, G, and the B string. Yep, so just going to pluck them one by one. So once again, B flat 7 chord, like that for 4 counts. Yep, so once again, it's going to be the A flat major 7 chord for 4 counts, G7, C minor 7, E flat 7, A flat major 7, G7, C minor 7, E flat 7. And there you have it. That's how you play the second verse of this song. So yeah, this is the end of the guitar tutorial. Thank you guys for reaching this far into the video. Please leave a like if you've enjoyed it so that I'll know. And please once again do not forget to subscribe, ring the notification bell down below so that you guys will be able to stay updated for my future videos. So if you guys would like me to teach anything else, just comment it down below as well, and I'll try to do it for you. And if you guys would like to watch my other guitar tutorials, just click these ones right here. So good, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.